Hello, guys. Hello, welcome, and thank you all for waiting on for us. I do apologize about the wait. Um, Again, it's technical issues. We tried to do the Zoom, but for some reason we weren't able to connect properly. So hopefully we've resolved it now. Just want to say thank you to those who are still with us, who are still wanting to watch the show. Like I did say earlier on today, I wanted to spend some time with one of some of our people in the diaspora who have got their favorites inside of the house, who have been watching the show from the beginning, and who've just really, like myself, just really appreciating all the work that is going on in free time to develop our entertainment industry. So, like I was saying to you guys before, we had the wonderful Isha C, who is going to be joining us today. Now, she's already with us, we've already introduced her, but just in case some of you missed the beginning, Isha C is one of our Sierra Leonean artists. She is a singer, does a lot of this Afrobeat stuff. She's been in the game for many, many, many years. And right about now, she's the girl to look out for. I'm always very amazed when I meet her because I feel like so many people don't really know what a fantastic woman she is. And just like she's a ray of sunshine. If you're looking for somebody who you're a representative of a real talented girl from Sierra Leone who's a bit different, she's not in all the mix up passa passa. I think she's the kind of girl, anyone who's doing any kind of show, she's the person you need to bring onto your show. Always a pleasure to be around. Now she's with us right now. So welcome, welcome, Aisha C. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you for all the blush. You made me blush here. I was like, how can to marry? But yeah,
Oh,
it's
bless
all
you.
good. Yeah,
Bless
it's all
you.
good. I do appreciate that a lot. I'm okay.
Good,
And
good.
hope the viewers, everyone out there is chilling, relaxing, and having a wonderful moment watching us.
Thank you. Thank you. Just to get right into the nitty-gritty of this, how are you finding the show?
I'm finding the show interesting. I'm loving the show. I'm already missing the show when it's about coming to the end of it. So, but it's all interesting. Because
Hmm.
the last one, the first one they did, I never had the time to because by then I have nobody in there I was supporting really. Maybe just
Okay.
because I was not very too hooked up or too busy, or maybe perhaps the COVID-19 actually get me into this more.
Yeah, yeah. So what are you enjoying the most so far about the show before we talk about the person who you were going to be voting? What do you like so much about the show so far?
So far, I like the setting of the show. It's very
Okay.
cultured. Yeah. I like the fact that it's bringing back that memory of me thinking back in Africa, whilst I was in Africa. I love the concept of it. I love the girls in the show. The way they act, even though the palaver self, they enjoy the fun as well. Yeah, it's all getting into me. And as time goes by or goes on, I'm beginning to like few of them in the show as well, even though I
Okay.
have my favorites there. But it's all
Okay.
interesting. Yeah.
Okay. And do, obviously you explained that you hadn't watched the show last year as much. What made you want to really watch the show this year? What gave you that kind of push that this is something that you really wanted to support? What was it about this show? Was it because you knew somebody in there, or was it just you thought, I'm just going to be back in this show because it's one of our Sierra Leonean girls?
First of all, yes, it is because I know somebody in the show. She actually inspired me to watch the show more, like 100%, because I want to know what she's up to and want to find ways in how to promote her outside. So obviously, I have to keep following the show and every trend that is going on the show, so I know exactly what how to tackle stuff in the media. You understand? Because sometimes you don't want to come and give false information if you're not watching the show. So I think for me to do that, I need to fix myself on the show because 24/7 my TV is on, just watching Big Sister.
are, are you like me? So you've got your mobile phone on one bit.
Oh, uh-uh. My TV is on anywhere in my house is all about Big Sister for now. Even if I open the big news, I try to listen maybe just 1 2 minutes. I'll close it again because I don't want to hear too much about coronavirus that will panic me. So I just come back to my Big Sister. But yeah, Yaba is the one. She's the one I'm supporting. It's plain of that to see. That's a t-shirt and a name. If it costs me to be wearing her clothes every day, I will do it. So yeah, but
Really?
she's not
I just
still there.
noticed your top. I just noticed your top. What did it say? Yaba.
Yaba.
Yaba. So, wow, wow. Before I go on to Yaba, it's pretty much everybody's having one of the same kind of feelings in the sense that with all this COVID stuff going on, this show has made us sort of give us a chance to sort of kind of forget about all the isms and schisms that's going on around the world. Would you agree with that?
I think yes, I do agree with that a lot because it's actually helping people, especially with mental, I call it mental well-being, health, and how can I can just say that anyway,
Yeah.
mentally, because you fix into shows like this, it makes you forget about things like COVID-19 going on and the stress behind it, because you just want to watch something that will make you laugh or maybe something that will, inspire you a lot. So yeah, I do appreciate that, and I believe exactly what people are trying to say, and it's fact. So for me, because due to my own personal experience, I think they're right.
Yeah. I mean, again, there's so many people in the UK right now who are going through so much due to this COVID. And I think maybe this is one thing we probably wouldn't have thought about is just how much this show is basically allowing some of us to, you know, take time off and not have to go through the same kind of mediocre days, because last time when we had the lockdown, it was really stressful over here in the UK, and we're nearly going on to the second week of it so far, and we're pretty much not even bothered as much because we've got this show. So with the both shows, I just wouldn't you agree that it's really helping like with people's mental health and having something else to think about rather than the current issues of the world? Would you agree with that?
I'll agree with that, especially people staying at home, having nowhere to go to at this particular moment. I'm strongly agreed with that, really. It is helping people with their mental health.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if I was to ask you this question, with a lot of the stuff that's going on in Sierra Leone, I know we hear about all the, there's a lot of inequality, there's poverty. How do you think a show like Big Sister can contribute to end these issues that we have? What difference would a show like Big Sister bring to the country and its people?
First of all, the show is about women empowerment.
Mm-hmm.
The show is about, and I'm sure bringing women together in little village, or I call it a community because they have a whole lot of people out there.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
like bringing them together with different character, everyone have their own different personality out there, and people trying to show who they are, and we the viewers are here looking at them. I think it's actually helping situation in terms of equality, because it's not just they're not just focusing on men. You understand? So they actually bring in women into the scene as well, and with all girls, and trying to give opportunity for them to them out there. I think it's actually worth it, and it's the meaning of all what it is, what the show is about, empowering women, and then yeah.
Wonderful. Now moving on to your favorite housemate. So, is it right for me to say that you are supporting the wonderful Yaba?
Oh yeah, I am 200% plus supporting Yaba.
Okay. Now, for
Oh
some
yeah.
of you who don't know Yaba, do you want to tell us a little bit about Yaba? Um, First of all, how did you meet Yaba?
I met Yaba a few years back. That was concerning my music career, because Yaba is a popular figure, like well known in Sierra Leone. You understand? Like she's a model. She's
Yes.
um she's a celebrity in her own way. You understand? Even though she's not that kind of person who wants to force to be a celebrity. You understand? She's
Yes.
a very she's very loyal. She don't mind whether they said you're a celebrity. She's also a celebrity down there. But if you go there, you need her support. She will go down to our own kind of thing level or stuff like that, just to support you. So like I planned a trip to Sierra Leone a few years back, and I needed a PR in Sierra Leone, somebody or girl that I can be around, you understand, that would
Yes.
actually, show me places, show me people. And I need the right person that actually have the connections around, you understand? Somebody that is in for that task. And then my promoter actually told me, I have this girl for you here. She is the person I think that you can able to work with. She is very, very flexible. I'm like,
Okay.
okay. And then he actually gave me her name, and then we start talking her number. We start talking, communicating, and then she was actually, even before I met her, she was very open up,
Yeah.
and then she was really happy to meet me the first time, even though she have never seen me before, but she have seen my pictures and know that I do music. But like she was actually happy for that. So I went there. I asked her, at this point in time that I'm coming, it's like schools are still, or colleges are still going on, or things, people are busy around. Do you think you can able to be around me 24/7 or stuff doing them? She was like, yes, that's fine. It's no problem. I'm here. I've already give my time, said I'm going to support you. So why not?
Okay.
You understand? So yeah, I went there, and then she was very, very, she is a very kind girl. So this is why I don't even want people to start thinking negative things about her, because I would like to tell who Yaba is, you understand?
Okay.
So yeah. So she was there. She'll leave her house. She's gonna spend time with me. She makes sure she move all my errands around. She completes everything wherever I want to go to. She'll make sure I'm there on time. She will be there on time. Make sure that I do all the stuff I need to do. So she was very, very supportive. At the end of the day, I see her like a sister, because I'm older than her, so I see her like my younger sister. So I took her and embraced her and love her passion, because I tend to realize that she wants to be into entertainment, you understand, but
Hmm.
she haven't got the support at that particular time. She
Yes.
haven't got, yeah, the opportunity to be out there. So I was actually, feeling for her a
Hmm.
lot, have some kind of thing, because I wanted to help if I can in my own little way. But
Yes.
things were even hard for myself here, so I can only help where I can. I can't do much. But you can tell that she's actually, how can I say, she was hungry. She wants to know, more. She wants to learn. She wants to be out there. She wants people to know her for modeling, especially, you understand. She wants to
Yes.
yeah, she wants to make a very big and huge impact out there for other girls out there to know, um so to just to empower themselves as well,
Yes.
because
Of
she
course.
has been through a lot according to her and what I've known. And so because of that, she's not just relenting. She is a go-getter, trust me. She wants to make sure she try her best, even though sometimes she goes where when she goes out there, or maybe go for any contest or something, like, if she did not try, maybe people will start laughing at her, because of this quoted English thing, but she will still come back again strong. Sometimes that actually make her become sad, but
Yeah.
people are like us, we are around her. We try to talk to her, saying, "Darling, look, come on, this is not the end of your life. Don't worry about people laughing at you. You're still a very young girl coming up. You have lots of potential in you. You have lots of things around you that you need to exercise patience for you to be able to, conquer them in this world." So yeah, we give her that kind of inspiration. And then yeah, she go in for stuff like that. Even the last Miss Sierra Leone here, she said, what's the thing that she bull about? It's not a bull. I cannot call it a bull. That's not a bull. It's just a miss kind of
Yeah.
word. Yeah,
Okay.
which you say is he educated or stuff like that. And then people, it went viral. Yeah, it just went viral. People laughing. Oh yeah, she was down with that. I have to keep talking to her as a sister or friend, and just to
Okay.
calm her down. It's like, don't worry about things like that. Just keep going. There is in any tunnel there is a light. So just keep going. We will support you. And I think with all what I've seen, that's what you're seeing on TV at the big sister house. If anyone knows Yaba, they can agree with me. That's Yaba. That's a natural self, you
Yeah.
know, even though
I mean,
sometimes.
I just wanted to ask you another question. I mean, as much as you've known Yaba for some time, I'm curious as to what has been your opinion on some of the ways that she's reacted in the big sister house, because obviously you know Yaba, the good girl, as
Mhm.
we all know our
Yeah, I
friend
know
to
her.
be.
I know her, the good girl, and she's a good girl. The problem with the way she's reacting, it's not like, if Yaba, you cannot say Yaba is the one going to Yaba don't just sit down and go and look for troubles or
Yes.
problem out there.
Yes.
You understand?
Hmm.
You always have to still there's somebody to always start an issue for Yaba to flip, you know,
Okay.
because she's this kind of person that she don't like people taking advantage on her or taking advantage on the next person.
Yes.
You understand? That makes her get angry because she's somebody who is very high temper person. We think that she's not happy about, especially if somebody's not there to just calm her down, try to calm down and stuff like that. You understand? So she don't just like people taking advantage over her, honestly. And I'm sure that's the problem in one or two scenarios. Somebody's talking at the background.
Yeah. Someone's talking in the background. Can you please turn off your mic?
Yeah, you're confusing my time.
I met them there. They want him to meet you there. No, let them meet me there, or they will be there at the same time.
Hello? Hello?
You.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So you can
Okay.
continue to speak, and then
Yes. Yeah, so with all that you're trying to say, it's just that what I understand with the whole situation going on there, Yaba can always become very angry or things like that when people step on her toes.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, there was
That's
a scene that I did find quite disturbing. But before we go on to that, I just wanted to welcome in Mr. J. Lamin. Hello,
okay.
Lamin. How are you? Mr. J. Lamin, hi, hi, hi. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much. Mr. Shy Boy didn't want to come to the show because
I
he's
didn't want to come. I didn't want to come. I didn't want to come.
JJ, so he's so shy. So thank you so much for coming. And you actually came
Nah,
with a hood. But we'll be with you in a moment. Just want to finish off with Aisha C. In relation to Yaba, there have been some things that I have witnessed throughout the show that made me was a bit cringeworthy. There was a situation between her and Samira. How did you find the Samira situation?
You know,
Take the floor. It's all yours.
the bottom line is it's a game, you know, understand? They're all there playing games, you understand? So the situation I can say they all have their own characters, to be honest. Everybody they have their own character in their own ways.
Hmm.
First of all, Samira, to my understanding, she is a friend to Yaba, not just at the big sister house.
Oh,
So yeah, because
yes,
even a
of
couple
course,
of
because there
times I
was
can
that
see
situation that they
couple
were
of times,
family.
yeah, they were very close, like really really close. So because if I go through Yaba's what WhatsApp status, mostly I can see her posting things about Samira even before she went into the house. You understand? She can. That's where I know Samira through Yaba's status when she's posting my sister, my dad, and that. So and then I tend to realize even Samira lived with Yaba for
Yes,
like 9 months at some point in time. Yeah, so they're really really close people. So like even when they went into the house before the first 2 3 weeks, they were cool. You understand? They were talking to each other, they're laughing and stuff like that. And then I don't know what happened. Wherever there are women around, things just turn around. People will be saying different things to each other and stuff like that. That's where the whole this I call it pandemic started.
because it was very hard for watching for some of us. I mean, I personally knew Yaba because we did the Sierra Leone Fashion Week in no, we did a fashion show in Freetown. So I'd actually
Okay.
known her from before. I think we did it was a show with Zainab Sharif and Lamrana. I think it was called Music Meets Runway.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah,
She normally goes on that one, yeah.
yeah, and she's a great model. And I just found it just really disturbing at this time when her and Samira was arguing. I just thought it was a lot for us to witness, especially
Yeah,
when
because
Samira and her were good friends.
I think they've kept it in because this was building up for like the first 2 weeks. It started building up. So like this one have a grudge, this one have something to say, this one have something to say. So like, and maybe one of them will be in the middle, giving different how can I communicating different within the two of them. You
Information.
understand?
Hmm. Hmm.
Information, yeah. So Samira is keeping things about Yaba, and Yaba too is taking things in.
Yeah.
You understand? So whenever, and as women or ladies or girls, where we are all together, maybe Yaba will be talking to somebody else. This is what I'm not happy about Samira. Or yeah, Samira too is talking about things that I then maybe the advice that they have from each parties must have come with this conflict. You understand?
Mm.
So maybe Samira, because according to what happened, Samira first says something towards Yaba and stuff like that, and then
Mm.
after that, he started bringing all of this whole
Mm. Mm.
issue. Even though I was a bit sleepy at that very time because it's just after where that was what were they having a party at that very night, something like that. So I fell asleep. I didn't actually witness the whole thing, but I always try to come back and recap on the videos, the past
Yes,
videos.
of course. I mean, that's something I've always also mentioned about the shows. I think for some of us, there's the beautiful Yaba. So if anybody's wondering who Yaba is, that is the beautiful Yaba right there. Yaba is a
Yeah,
model.
yeah,
Yaba is one of the already established models in Freetown, Sierra Leone. I have had the
yeah.
pleasure of working with her as well. And quite frankly, what you see right there, that's how good this girl is. Do you know what I mean? You can see she can just the whole layout of that picture. You can see she's a model. Do you know what I mean? You can see that she is on it and she knows exactly what she's doing. So maybe this is the right reality TV show for her. We all don't know. But another thing, I just wanted to ask Aisha, if it's all right, I just wanted to bring in Mr. Lamin, JJ Lamin, quickly, since we're on the scenario of Samira and Yaba, because that really was a massive thing for people who were watching. So if you want to give me a minute, is that all right, Aisha?
Okay, yeah.
Hi, just bear with me for a moment. Hey, Mr. Lamin, what's good? How are you? Are you with us? JJ Lamin, can we
I
please,
can.
can you hear me, mate?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Wonderful. Welcome so much. I really appreciate you joining us today. I've been watching
Thank
you.
you.
I've been watching you, following the
I
show.
mean,
Just before I go there, just want to welcome the people who are watching me. I've got the wonderful Irene Gomez. Hey, girlfriend, thank you so much. She says she is back. We've got Nadia. Hey, girlfriend. Hi, all the way from Cyprus. We've got Jessica Kereketi, can't get that name wrong. Jessica Kereketi, looking lovely, nice. Thank you so much. I've got Bintu Williams, she's in there. Jessica, beautiful. Thank you. Hey guys, thank you ever so much. I'm sure you all know about the big sister. We now have the wonderful JJ Lamin, who's just going to speak to us briefly. How are you finding the show, JJ?
how am I finding the show?
Yes.
Oh, man, the show is interesting. The family, and we all watching this show basically, and thank you. I follow your contribution. Your
Thank you.
platform.
I follow you as
You
well. I
know,
see you all there
and
doing everything.
I do more of comical. I do more of comical on Facebook, like more like trap off some of the fun parts of street picking, and then try to put it up there so that I mean, it's all part of the show.
Yeah.
That's why we viewers, what we do is digress. We digress the show, and then what we do is put it out there, and then we let people critique. We don't take nothing personal. Like even people come for our contestants, and then they say to them, "Oh, she's not doing well in this." Sorry about that. No, she's not doing. She's not doing well in this event. She's not doing well in that,
Yeah.
and obviously we're up for that. We're up for critique. We're up for people to tell us, "Oh, she needs to step up on this. She needs to step up on that." And I mean, to buttress for the whole show, I love the show, and I'm up for Zanab and everything that Zanab is doing. Kudos to Zanab, kudos to Zanab and the team. And what else? I mean, who else does you want to see?
Just to add to that
we're
with that bit about Zainab, maybe you'd like to elaborate. Sorry to cut you. Maybe you'd like to elaborate a bit more, because so much people are so fond of this lady. And do you want to say a little bit about her and just give us a little bit of background, what you know of her, what you think of her, and how proud
Zainab.
you are to be? Yeah.
Well, the thing about Zainab is a very private. Zainab lives the same drive like where we live, Kokube, but she's very private, like in Freetown.
Okay.
I can't even see myself. I don't know if I can see myself, but I don't know.
Yeah, we can
Can you
see
see
you.
me? You can see me?
Yes, we can see you. We're losing.
Okay. Well, Zainab is a very private type of person. I know people that know Zainab, and I know people. We live in the same street, like Kokube, Aberdeen
Yeah.
Road. So I wouldn't say I've met her, but I know people that know her. Personally, I feel like she's one of the people who are aspiring to be the top. Like not even aspiring, but like she's gonna be one of the top lady from what we are doing to her, like how we are supporting her. And much respect to Zainab, and whatever platform she's doing. And imagine we're in this COVID-19 pandemic.
Yeah.
Some of us are working from home, so we have entertainment going on with Big Sister, with the housemate. Even though there's a bit of clash, there's a bit of disagreement, there's a bit of competition going on, but everything else, big up to both of them. That's what I can say.
Thank you. I mean, just adding on with what Aisha C was saying, what's your opinion of Yaba in the show? What have you loved seeing about Yaba? What have you not been very happy about? Just tell us a little bit about what you know about Yaba.
Well, I feel like I think she was betrayed, from my perspective. Like I see a friend, I see two friends basically. And if you ask me my consent on Samira being evicted from the house, I will tell you she deserved what she got, and
Samira, we're back in the Samira field. So what could you repeat, Mr. Lamin?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, I can hear
I
you.
can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you just repeat that?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, I feel like Samira deserved what she got, because if Samira was not evicted, the show would have been the standard of the show would have gone down because of the integrity of the show. And I would say, Yaba, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you, Lamin.
Yeah, it keeps cutting off.
Sorry, darling.
Nice, all right. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you perfect.
These are two friends. I don't know how long they've known each other. I don't know, but I think there's a secret that both of them, female type of stuff. I can't really go into details because I don't really know their friendship, how they start or whatever. But I just feel like the whatever Samira was doing, I think Yaba must have known whatever Samira was doing. So I was thinking that perhaps Samira would have gone, and what's the lady called again? Dinma. What's the other lady called again? I forgot the other one.
Which was street picking?
No, not street picking. Not street picking. Street picking even street picking is even guilty. I'll be honest. I put it up on my status. Yeah, I put it on my status. You taste party jamba. Wait, taste party jamba. You say for go. If you taste party jamba, you for go. If they go collect jamba, they count inside. If they go collect jamba, they count inside. If they go college jamba, they count and say you taste for the jamba, you for go.
Well, I'm not thinking that make Mula say go to the jamba case make really they left there with a call. I think there's some other issue that actually involve.
I mean, obviously they follow up, but they do a review. They do a review on the CCTV. Whatever they find, they don't even show we, which are something I need for show back again. For many people and many fans and know say, okay, now someone in there, but again, then get the executive meeting them. Hold them meeting and then do a review. They say, what thing you don't see, say you go outside, you ask for weed, you ask for whatsoever narcotics that things are not illegal to the show. You want poor human show them thing and we're up for that. We're not civilian people them. If we not institute discipline into something, how we as a reunion we watch something, how we as a critic or as a fans of the show, because you don't me and watch and see that lady they in show poor. When I say Relena, we all they aim for women empowerment, And again, Samira, don't get me wrong, Samira is a talented person, extremely talented person. And I always tell people, they say, people are not even listening to Samira in music. I listened to Samira for sing with Ackman 2 years ago. They don't pull a song in there. I'm into music, I'm into entertainment, basically. I listen to Samira for a long time. But people don't know be they listen to around that much. People don't know even know say Samira they sing safe. you know, until
Yeah,
he joined
I know
Big
we know
Sister.
Samira to sing. Just for my
Yeah,
guests,
she's
just for some of my guests who don't know what's going on here, Samira was the first contestant to be disqualified. She was disqualified for having a spliff.
she was disqualified. We don't know the reason why she was disqualified.
But there was a
Oh
few.
no,
One of the reasons was because she was supposed to have left the premises and gone out and met some guy. We don't know if that is true. And another reason was also because that they found out that she was also smoking weed, and also there was rumors that she was growing it in the background. In the end, it just got a bit too much, and Zainab made the conscious decision that she had to leave. Now, JJ, what you've just said is that just strikes me a little bit, because you're the first person who I've heard think that maybe Samira was betrayed by backstabbed by Yaba. I mean, even though they'd known each other for such a long time, would you agree? Because some people have also said because Yaba wanted to change, no, because Samira wanted to change and become this better person, her and Yaba fell out. Would you agree with that? Hello? Hello
Can you
there?
hear me? Can you
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah, I can hear you. So
This is
would, would you
yeah.
agree?
This is my own input.
Okay.
I feel like there's a secret that Samira must have explained to Yaba, or Yaba knowing, and then perhaps Samira Yaba got betrayed by Samira, and they must have fell out. Basically, they must have fell out for some reason, which, you know, sometimes the speakers, the speakers go off, and we couldn't even hear like half of the things they're saying. So, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, half of the things they're saying, we basically couldn't hear nothing. So, and just to, I mean, I feel, to be honest with you, that's a female talk, and I don't know, perhaps somebody else can help me with that. But I feel like there's some disagreement, you know, there's some betrayal. That's why I feel some Yaba was crying, and with all this anger, cussing, swearing, you know,
Okay.
friends falling apart and things like that. But I feel like when they go outside, they will iron things out, and I feel like they're still friends. You know, it's still a competition at the end of the day.
Mhm. So what would you, I mean, Aisha C, you're still there with us. What would you say about this idea? I mean, obviously Aisha C is obviously supporting Yaba. I mean, what do you say about the concept or the idea? Because I have, you know, it's been said along the way that maybe Yaba sort of kind of backstabbed or betrayed Samira. What do you think about that?
I don't think that's the actual word to be used out there. I don't
Okay.
think Yaba, first of all, Yaba didn't betray Samira
Hmm.
the first place, because if you actually observe the whole thing of the show, how it was going on, you will find out that Yaba was actually into Samira. And then when things start falling out, Yaba never tell anyone who Samira was. I don't know, maybe behind camera, but she never tells Samira was this kind of person. I've never seen her saying anything regarding that, even though they were having some conflict around, you understand? At one point, I even heard Yaba says that she's not going to say anything. She's just going to space Samira until they go out, you understand? She's
Yes.
not going to say anything. But like for Samira to start saying just because of something, I don't know what happened that night, and then she starts telling people just like what Jay Lamy was saying there. So it's just like a betray. She betrayed the girl, telling people, yeah, but is this kind of person, yeah, but don't have a family or something like that, bringing a family background into the whole kind of scenario. I think that's what actually flipped Yaba around, because
Yeah.
she hates people talking about things like that. And because she trusts Samira, maybe that's why she must have explained to her things like that, you understand? And she was not expecting Samira to even mention her father or her mother or her sister or anybody in this kind of situation.
Yeah.
Despite that, Yaba never did stuff like that. So because of that, somebody cannot go there and start saying things about you when you know stuff about them and you want to keep quiet. This is
Absolutely.
a reality TV show. You don't
Absolutely.
want to spoil my character or my image out there, portray me out there in a very wrong identity or format. and then you expect me to keep quiet about what I know about you. Obviously, we are going to say our, our stuff out there to please each
I mean,
other. So this is why I think she was first betrayed by Samira, and
yes.
I'm sure Samira get in there, and it's not Yaba. Yaba is a friend to Samira, but Samira have got another friend in the house, which is not just Yaba. You understand? So two of them, all of them, we are all like just trying to make a gang towards Yaba. You understand the whole situation? Because I even heard them saying at one time sitting at the boat out there saying things about Yaba as well. So it's like a conniving things within them all. They know each other. These people know each other. So it was just too much. And because Yaba is a high-tempered person, she just flip and then start crying. And when when things like that happen or in situation like that, you don't know what to talk. You just want to defend yourself.
But would you agree that maybe Yaba could have handled the situation better?
Yes, I agree. She should have handled it better, especially at that point in time. She was the Mamina power. You understand? It's just that it's just the situation where she finds herself at that particular time. Because she knows that the cameras will be there on them.
Yeah. I
So
mean,
she does.
do you
Yeah.
think that maybe it wasn't a good idea to have two friends in the house? Maybe perhaps they could have come into the home a different time. I mean, maybe next
Um.
year. Do you think
To
it's a
be
good
honest,
idea to have two
it's
friends
not. It's
inside?
no. I don't think that should stop. Whosoever was Zainab not to bring two friends into the house, because at the end of the day, they all make different applications. Maybe even Zainab or the next person did not know that they are friends. You understand? You must have
Okay,
known somebody.
absolutely. No,
Yeah.
I would definitely agree with that, because obviously they may have may not be friends in that type of way. So
Yeah.
I just feel like, because they had such a personal, when Samira said the kind of things that she said, she had more information than the average Joe about Samira. And then maybe I think if you do have people who do know each other in that kind of way, maybe perhaps there needs to be rules, because Samira was actually out of order to say those things to the young
Well,
lady. You know,
yeah, yeah. And besides Yaba, it's not only Yaba that Samia was having issue with. She was having issue with
absolutely.
even some of the housemates there. You know.
And I want to ask you, what about the eviction that took place? We had an eviction, and that eviction was this weekend, and it was basically just Dinma had been disqualified. I mean, not disqualified, she'd been evicted. What do you guys think about Dinma? Do you think the right person left? And what do you think about the way everything changed for Dinma? Because she seemed like somebody who had a really good opportunity to win the show, but where did it all go wrong? Let me know. What do you guys
Well,
think?
at the at the end of the day, it's a game they're all playing. It's not about somebody that went to Cambridge or somebody that went to Oxford. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So yeah, it's a game. So if the people or the supporters for Dima didn't vote, obviously, what did you expect if she's up for eviction? And
Yeah.
I'm sure Big Sister is bring out the rundown or the drafts of all how the votes went and stuff like that. So you can tell that yeah, she's among one of those lowest people that got votes to remain in the house. And then for us Team Real Vibes, it's not a problem. We haven't got any issue with that. You understand?
Mm.
Because at the end of the day, it's a competition. We're looking. In fact, we just we're looking for people to go out. So we went to flush everyone
So what do you
out.
think? What do you think about that then, Jay Lamin? What's your opinion on Dinma leaving the big sister house? Do you think she was the right person to leave? What do you think about that, Jay Lamin?
For some reason, my camera is just acting up right now, but I will just share my own opinion.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, if you're looking at the most qualified individual in the house is Didma. She's very eloquent,
Yes.
and
Yes.
very, very eloquent. When it comes to presentation, I look at people, okay, I'm all for empowerment. Yaba needs it. What's the girl called again? Stripiki needs it.
Yeah.
Samira needs it. Who else needs it? I mean, half of them
Um,
needs it in the house
yeah,
because
it's this girl.
you know,
Sometimes yeah.
Which one? Patricia?
No, he already called Patricia. There's another girl that's or sometimes this him check them. She actually can't speak proper Creole.
Oh,
Proper
No, 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 no.
Maya Masire.
No, not Maria Masire. Mama Masire. No, she cannot speak Creole. Neither can she speak English.
So you don't think she should be winning if she can't speak Creole?
No, what I'm saying, she needs empowerment. She is just trying to call people out there who he thinks that they actually in for
Well,
empowerment. So like,
if you wait,
I'm just
when
trying.
I'm done, then you will understand what I'm talking about.
Go ahead, Mr. Lamin.
My thing is this, right? You
Yeah.
know, you mentioned why she was evicted. You know, like some people haven't got the resources, like to vote for them or people to vote for them. You know, and the show is all about voting. Okay, the hype is important, but it's all about voting. You know, but if we're looking at people who are people who are capable of winning every task or of being up there, Dinma is number one. I'll put Dinma up there. You know, I wouldn't even put my contestant up there. You know, I'll be real with you.
So who's your
You know,
contestant?
my contestant is Siri. I'm supporting her.
Oh,
But
you're
at the same,
right.
I'm yeah. So I'm kind of like at some well, I would say some debate or some presentation. I'm kind of like disappointed in like half of the Americans because obviously their presentation is appalling. Basically, you know, this is my take. This is my take. And for Dima to go out, I was looking at Street Picking, but again, perhaps what I'm looking at, they're looking at the rating. You know, Street Picking brings the rating and the views is up there and things like that. But if you're looking at credential and someone who is up to par, I'll say Dinma. You know, but unfortunately, she's out of the house. And the only thing we can do is the rest of the other contestants, they're happy because it's one less of a chance for them to win or to get a prize. Yes. That's my own take.
I totally agree with that. So do you think maybe the supporters of Dinma, they were probably a bit slack in a sense that they did not realize
the manager of Dinma, I know her personally, Hawa Kone. And imagine she has up to 10,000 people, no, 50,000 people on a platform. And she goes live. She digresses every event that Dinma involves in. Every event she digresses.
Then, if she had such a good campaign, where did
well, my thing, like I said to you, lack of resources. That's all I can say to you. That's all I can say. You know, people can campaign, people can talk, people can go live, but if you don't have the resources to vote or to get people to vote for you, you know, it's pointless for your contestant to be up there. You know, and that's.
Sorry to cut you, Jay Lamin. Do you think there's any kind of, obviously with Dinma being from Nigeria and not from Sierra Leone?
Forget being Nigeria. Let's stop. Let's stop that. I will stop you from there.
Thank you.
Forget being Nigeria. This show is a global show. It's not a Sierra Leonean show.
Okay.
You understand? The platform is made for everyone. Brilliant. Let's stop saying, oh, being Nigeria. No, let's stop. The show has everyone in there.
Yes.
What's the white lady? What's the lady from America? Teresa, right? She actually quitted because obviously, I don't know, for some reason, because of the atmosphere or how she was treated, her stuff getting stolen from different places. So, I mean, we have everyone. At some point, I even saw an Indian audition for the show.
Yes.
You know, it's a good platform for the country itself. Absolutely. And even for Zainab, on a wider scale, on a wider platform. So everyone's saying, oh, Nigerian. I mean, let's stop putting titles on it. Dinma has a saloon, I think, if I'm not mistaken. She has a saloon.
Yes.
In Sierra Leone.
Yes.
And she does makeup, she does all these other things. You know, when you look, I mean, how I assess people, right? I'll listen to you talk for 5 minutes and then I'll assess you from speaking.
Yes.
When she does her presentation, she does it. You know, it's sad that she's left. You know, it's funny enough. I was against this girl every single time she put her status up or she put her live. She explained about Dinma, how Dinma needs the money, how Dinma wants to empower herself, how Dinma wants to open the saloon, get people from outside to involve into her businesses and things like that. how she wants to progress. Yes, everyone in that house needs that. But how you sell yourself out there is how people look at you or how people take you. I think she did that excellently. If you ask me, she did that excellently. The rest of the other people, yes, they're doing comical basically. Everyone is fighting. Yeah, my fan, this Team Street Vibes, Pepe. We're all doing all of these things. But again, for the show to be up there, it has to have some integrity. You know, this is a make or break show for Zainab. Let's don't forget that.
Yeah. Just want to take some comments which have been made already. And Irene Gomez says, Mbalu, Balu, Lubelu, Kamara. I don't know if she's tagging somebody. We got Maya to Siddiq. She says, Big Sister needs votes to sustain her show. It's as simple as that. Just like what you've been saying. She goes and said, Dinma is based and grow in Sierra Leone. That is not the reason. Being devil's advocate, I do know there are people Dinma was taken out the show, or she didn't have enough votes for the people on the in like any other country. So just saying, my comment is devil's advocate here. That's the comments which we have been seeing on the threads where comments have been made, because based on what you had said, Jay Lamin, you very clear that she suits the bill. Let's be frank. And that takes me back to where I really want us to really go to as well. The girl suits the bill. You cannot put that girl in a room of the most academic and then she's gonna fall. She's gonna fall. She just has this wonderful way of performing and speaking, and she's talented. And it's a part of me feels it's a bit unfair that of her talent should go dismissed the way I feel it has gone. As you say, the other counterparts, other contestants who are in the show, you would believe they need it. But Dinma who was already very much in the right place, and she could be pushing our country to a higher heights. And I think looking at the way she left the show, it was just so disappointing. After Samira, she changed her behavior. She didn't want to really talk as much before because of the situation. I mean, what do you think? Do you think that because Samira was gone, did you think, this is for the two of you, do you think since Samira left, this made an impact on Dinma? Do you want to answer that, Jay Lamin, first?
I'll say, well, she was a bit down, you know, and some point she was a bit frustrated, and the frustration led to her losing her cool of being wanting to be on the show, in a sense, participating. And that's when fighting starts. That's when they start making team, everyone having their crew. This one is staying in the kitchen, this one is staying there. She was not want to be part of it. She's sleeping, she's covering her face, you know. She started losing the cool. Everything went out the door because most people are bringing, or what do I say, like manifesting rudeness in a sense to gain attention. So she wasn't want to be, she didn't want to be part of it. You know, that's my opinion. And if you look at it, when somebody start doing stuff like that, they just tell, even when she went out, she said to me, I couldn't even last in the house for a week again because I was frustrated. You see someone who's saying I'm frustrated, it's a clear indication that they don't, I mean, they've given up now. They've given up. They've had enough of it. So going outside will be the best or perfect solution for them, if you ask me. You know, I mean, that's my own intake.
Okay. Just going. But
honestly, I don't mean to cut you off, but honestly, I feel like Zainab needs to give Dinma a role. Even if it's presentation or makeup for the next event that she's having, you know, that would be a perfect opportunity. But
understand that she already does Zainab's makeup. So when Zainab has done different shows, she had already previously worked with Zainab. So I think in the element of Zainab continuing or giving her work opportunities, I think that's already in the
Mm.
past. Because she's already somebody who's very well known amongst the Zainab's team. Just looking at some of the comments, again, we got Mayatu says, Dinma attended school in Sierra Leone. I see more Sierra Leonean in her than Nigeria. I mean, she was born in Nigeria. She came because her dad had a shop in Sierra Leone, and she missed her dad so much. I mean, Dinma's a Nigerian girl, and I sometimes wonder if she had the votes from Nigeria, would she have lost this opportunity? Because the people most that were voting were the people that she's probably told about it. I'm wondering, did she tell Nigeria, the people in Nigeria, did she have television stations? Because had she had all this thing in place, she may have had a better chance of winning in the votes if it's about votes. Irene says she was overqualified for the show. Again, just following what you said, Jay Lamin, you did mention that she was already empowered very much. So do you feel, in relation to the question, the point made by Irene, do you think she was probably a bit overqualified, or she just didn't vote and she just missed an opportunity?
I will say this again. The manager of Dinma is a personal friend of mine, Hawa Kone, and I'm sure most people know she blogs. She has different outlets for empowering young girls and things like that. She has 50,000. I was going against her every single day for Marima Sirikale. Every single day we go head to head. She was saying to me, "Oh, you guys, your team is disappointing because you guys are from the West and you couldn't even prove." I said, well, I mean, the show is about showing skills. Some people's skills are in education. Some people's skills are on different other things. The platform is built on different things. If you ask Street Pekin, she'll stand here, she'll make comical, she'll read something to you, you will laugh. You laugh. Sometimes when I even put stuff up, I'm not even laughing at her. I just laugh at what she's saying, but I'm not laughing at her directly. So when I put it up sometimes, I let people laugh or I let people ease up themselves. People say to me, "Oh, that's Street Pekin." I even know her manager. The manager is a close friend of mine. I know half of these people. And for me, like what Irene said, like she's well overqualified. She's well overqualified. She's an intellect.
Yes,
an intellect. I will use the word again. She's an intellect.
She's an intellect, but there's a few people who have almost like dismissed the importance of being an intellect, dismissed the importance of actually being educated and be able to stand up in public and sound. So it's like, are we promoting the street pickings? Is this where reality TV is going? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it's a problem because we had Jade Goody, and though she never actually really won, but a lot of these characters that come out of these television shows, it's almost everybody falls for the underdog. Is that where we're going? Have we not for
that's a saying. That's a saying. Salone, they look for secrets, man, but they don't look for bona.
Oh,
you know what that saying says? They look for secrets, man, but they don't look for born Chris, man. I'm telling you.
I mean, if whoever is watching, because I do have some of my guests who are not from Sierra Leone, Mr. J. Lamin has just made a comment that, I said to him something that, reality TV promotes a lot of the time people who are not necessarily the most talented, and it's all based on votes. And he made a comment that in our country, we would promote a crazy person, but we wouldn't like to born one ourselves. I mean, I think that's really funny. I just think... would you like to add to that, Aisha C? What's your notion about Dinma? I'd just like to bring a few things to you. There was something that turned me off a little bit with Dinma, and that was when she made the comment in relation to, she wouldn't be talking to these people if they weren't in this house, how she's in a higher level. It sort of turned me off her a little bit.
Yeah, I think that was a mistake. That was a mistake on a side, because this is an empowerment show. You shouldn't be sitting there, talking like that. Trying to put other people down as if you are better than them or you're in better position than them. Straight away, other people out there that are watching the show would think it's like you know it all, or you're not fit to be at the show. It's just like what Jelami was saying there. If she's overqualified to be at the show, and there's this point in time where she thinks that her level is too high for her to be at the show. So if you know from the starting that this is what the show is about, you're already empowered and stuff like that. Why did you want to get into the show? You
Yeah.
understand?
I
And
mean, that's
after
an honest point. That's a very honest point. Yeah.
yes, and after Samira left the show, she felt left down and she was disappointed, and I think she was no longer comfortable in the village, and all she wanted to do was to leave the show because she even mentioned that to two, three of her friends that she don't mind going. She would just feel like going because if she don't leave the show, she might kill somebody's daughter. At some point, I was like, "Hey, don't tell me, say, I'm here, kill
Mm, mm. I think, I
her."
mean, me personally, a standard in that girl, I've yet to see in any Sierra Leonean reality TV show for yet. So it's a real shame that we don't get to see this girl
You know,
represent
in
us
yeah, in
as
things like this,
standard.
maybe next time because as
Yeah,
already she have her own shop. She's already started her own business. So
yeah,
she's empowering herself in her own way. You understand? She have a started. She
absolutely.
got a foundation out there.
Yeah,
So she should have looked at the level and what platform she's going for. You
absolutely.
understand? Yeah,
Absolutely.
for her to get into that show, and maybe in the future, Zainab have to look at the kind of people, or according to how the show is organized. These are the people you're going to look at and bring into the show. People that you know that
Can I say something? Can I
actually,
say something?
Of
Can I
course.
say something? You know, what Aisha is saying, I disagree. You
Okay.
don't look at people and then you say, oh, you have to know what they're capable of. No. Until you put them in the house, that's when you digress them. That's when you know how their capabilities are. We never knew about street picking. She's a replica of China Nikki,
Mm, mm, mm.
right? We
Yeah.
don't tire. Everybody don't tire for a wee bad English. We don't know if she's faking it. That's one. We don't know if she's being a real self. That's two. We don't know if she can speak eloquently. We don't know these things. Except if you put them in the house, that's when you know these things.
Of course.
Everybody's looking for empowerment. She has shops and stuff. Perhaps she's
I
need that
know,
money
but
for something else.
one thing about we Sierra Leone as well, we like fun, just like how you said, we like things that will make us laugh out there.
Yes.
And for the fact that she's on the show, some people just go there because they want to go and laugh and see what she's going to say. You understand? Give them something to laugh about. And they want to keep her into the show because of that. They might not want her to win the show, but they might just want her to go to some certain level.
Just
You
to
know,
just to add just to add to that, Zainab will always keep street picking in that house. I'll tell you this for fact. Street picking is the only one that keeps the show rating going up.
Oh, wow.
And all the viewers in the comment can attest to that.
Mm.
And that's true. We watch the show. When she
yeah,
goes
that's
to do
true.
her
So,
reviews,
so
when
even
she goes to do her reviews and everything, the views go up. The views go all the way up.
Mm.
And that's true. When she talks, the views go up. When she's arguing, she's the one that terrorized everyone in the house now. I put it up a few days ago. I said, street picking runs the village. And it's
Yeah,
true.
no, I saw
When
I
she
saw your message. I did see your message. That if she was to leave, that will. I mean, I'm just gonna go through some comments here because some people are really getting into the street picking business now. If for those who are watching who are not from Sierra Leone, street picking, which stands for street child, is one of the contestants inside of the
her name
house.
is Patricia. Her name is Patricia.
Her name is Patricia. In her actual name is Patricia, but she's also
Yeah.
AKA street picking. Now she's actually the fun character in this house. I just want to read some of your comments. Alaji Kagbo says thank you. Mayatu Siddiq said street picking goes shockway. I believe so. We've also got Alaji Kagbo who says, yes, street picking and Yaba are the replicas of China Nikki. I don't believe she's faking the way she speaks. Mayatu said, absolutely. Alaji Kagbo said, reason why the voting is skewed. Now, street picking, do you wanna just get on? Obviously, we know she's not faking it, to be honest. But
How do we know? How do we know? How do we know?
Because Uncle, the music, the language is so boko. That cannot be a fake now.
Okay,
No,
okay.
the way she
But let's stop.
It's
When street picking, no, wait. Let me say this. When street picking
Well,
calls some words, right? She calls it correctly, right?
okay.
Okay, so we don't know. We are viewers, we are critics, basically. We look at things and then we look at it from their perspective of what they're presenting to us, the viewers. So let's don't be in a haste to say, oh, she's been real or she's been fake. everyone has their strategy, what they're doing in that show.
Yeah,
Everyone has their
we don't
strategy.
need to judge. We don't need to judge everyone there because they all have their own plan. They all have their game plan in there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So you are supporting Mr. J Lamin. You're supporting
Mama Sirikali.
Mariam Masire Kale. What is it about Mariam Masire Kale that you think this girl is deserving to win this competition? I mean, obviously the competition is getting hot now. Everyone's getting involved. People are now promoting their candidates more. Tell me a little bit about
Basically, Mama Sirikali, and well, I asked her one day when she said to me, "Oh, I want you to join the team and I want you to be part of the team." I asked her 3 questions. Why do you want me to join? And I have to know the reason as to why you want me to join. Secondly, what do you need the money for? You know, perhaps they will say to you, because you're from the States, you should be the one not needing the money. But again, you need the money, you know. And she said to me, oh, she runs an NGO organization, which she's been well doing it professionally, and she's been giving out. I would say she's been doing so well for the community where she's from, and that's my own take. But in fact, in spite of being in the house presenting herself, I'm a bit let down on some of the tasks that she's been given. But even though some of the tasks again she's proving herself, but some of the tasks she's not holding her end towards it. But yet still, I'm still supporting her. I'm still rooting for her. I'm still over here making sure that obviously voting are taking place and things like that. We're communicating with teams. We're forever promoting her and things like that. That's my own intake. But you know,
I mean, and what's your view as well? I should see. Why do you think that Yaba deserves to win this competition? Because I'm seeing the two of them are very alike in personality. They're both in fashion. They're both trying to promote their communities, and they've all equally had struggled lives as well. So why do you think Yaba should win?
I think Yaba should win the show because even from the starting of the show, even before the starting of the show, Yaba has been this person who is very, very helpful out there in our community as well. She's she's just want to be a role model. She wants to open her own brand because she's a model out there and she wants to make sure that she have her own modeling agency out there for other girls that are model out there that are struggling a lot. So she wants to use this platform to empower herself because she haven't got the opportunity in a way that she can able to do this. So she sees this as an opportunity, and myself, I see it as an opportunity. She needs that empowerment for her to start what she wants to become in the future, because presently, as I can tell you, people making lots of they're taking advantages of her because of she's pretty, so a lot of artists, modeling companies, they just using her because me and Yaba we do talk a lot deeply. She explains to me because for the kind of job she's having around sometimes, and she doesn't actually present herself like somebody who is let me say like a proper, you understand, unless when she's on the modeling kind of trying to do on a runway, you can see her glamming on the modeling. She's just living that kind of cool life. I was sometimes surprised. I said, you're a model because if you're a model in this part of the world, your status should be up there, you understand?
Absolutely.
So she always explains to me, Aisha, this thing, we're just doing it, but they're just using us. I'm not making money out of this. I'm not paid. They're not paying me. They just give me chicken after they just give me something. I'm like, girl, time is running out. You're not going to remain looking like this for the rest of your life. You understand? Yes. So you have to make sure you work things out really quickly for you to be able to do it. This is what you want to do. And she have a charity, Ayaba Foundation, even though she's not actually making the money, but she's supporting other people out there through the support of other people, other charities, that are actually, she called people and then they support her charity, and then she can go out there and give especially like sanitary pads. She go out there and explain to young children or school children, explaining to them how to use it and then give it to them for free and stuff like that, because she said she was a victim of how to use sanitary pads. She never used to have sanitary pads. So because of that, she knows the complications and things in menstruation and stuff like that. So she goes out there and then explain a lot to other people out there. She used her platform, her fame, the little fame that she have. So I think the show is all about empowerment, empowering somebody.
Yeah.
And Yaba needs to be empowering. You understand? She have, yeah, people might say that maybe she's not 100, she's not well educated because of this and this, but you don't have to judge her because of that, because people don't know her background. You understand? You can just tell from the outside of what they're saying or what people are seeing is what they're talking. If you want to know more, maybe you have to do more research. So they don't have to judge her. Even if she have this opportunity now, she can use that to empower herself with education and stuff like that. People like us, we are behind her. We're going to make sure that she goes for it and then try to empower herself the best way she can. You understand?
Yes.
So it's all about empowering somebody out there that needs to be empowered. I'm not saying the other people at the show didn't need it, you understand? But empowerment comes by rating, you
Mhm.
know? Yeah, there might be somebody who needs it more than the other person out there. So this is why I am going to support her, because I want to see that there is a change in her life. Somebody that will stand there publicly and speak to people, her experience, explain to people what she has been through.
Mhm.
So I think she needs this platform. She 100% needs it, and I'm going to support her despite what.
Thank you. Thank you so much. There's one more question. Maya to Sadiq says, I think maybe Jay Lamin, you might be aware of this. She says, Mariama Sire Calais, number 9, is also supporting and helping a mosque in her community in Sierra Leone. So I think she's
Yeah,
just,
yeah,
yeah, there you go. That's the wonderful
yeah,
Mariama.
yeah.
So what else
And
do you know about the mosque that she's supporting and everything like that? Do you want to add to that, please?
well, um, from she gives donations and things like that. That's as much as I can go.
Uh-huh.
And she's very hands down, providing for the needy.
Yes.
I can say that for sure.
Yeah.
And
Um,
and like I say, everyone is going there for a reason. Everyone
Absolutely.
is going there for a reason, and the main thing is voting. Point
Yeah.
blank. And if you're not voting for your contestant, we saw the scorecard. We saw the people that are voting. We know we have one contender. Contender is I don't want to call the name. I don't want to make
Is
no
it
one popular.
Balu? Because we hear that.
No, we're not calling Balu. Balu is not a contender for us.
Okay. Do you want to
Our
tell us, because
contender,
we see that Balu
our
is winning in
our
the poll?
contender is Majo. Majo is our contender. And
Oh,
that's the only
sorry,
contender winning.
Majo. Yeah, she's my bad. She's also winning by the votes. She's doing very well. I mean, team. I
Yeah,
think
Majo.
team.
Yeah, but again, I'm not here to promote Majo. I'm here
Okay.
to promote Mama Sirikale. So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
and that's the only contender. The
Okay.
rest they're not really contenders. We know our strategy next. So and we say may the best man win. That's all I can say for
Absolutely.
now.
Absolutely. But
You
bearing
know,
in mind, we do know it's not a case of make that the best man win. It's going to be a case of who's got the most votes. Because again,
who's
as
got the most votes? Who's got the most vote?
and if the
Yeah.
You
person is
know,
able to get those votes in, as far as I'm concerned, they're gonna have that's who's gonna win the competition. I mean,
uh,
as we come to a close, guys, if you had an opportunity to give, if this imagine this video got to Zainab, what advice would you like to give her moving forward with the current contestants that are in the house? What
can I
would
say
you?
something?
Yeah,
I'll say something. I
yeah,
don't want Zana to put the score. The score, whatever she's putting the percentage, that should stop. My own advice, I would say she needs to stop that.
yes.
Even though people will say, oh, for transparency sake, she needs to put it up there, but I think she needs to stop because it gives people leverage for people to know, okay, their contestants are not doing well, let them up their game. But again, it's all marketing strategy. Like I say, she's doing business at the end of the day.
Yes, yes, of course.
But my own take, she don't need to put it up there.
I mean, I
Just
personally
leave it.
felt the same the first time I saw it. I sort of felt like, oh, this can either go one way. You can either become complacent because you think you've got this in the bag, or you can actually, because some of the people you're seeing they're doing well. That's me. it doesn't actually carry over to the next week. So it doesn't really matter you telling us how good people are doing every week until. But I can see they didn't have that in the reality TV shows in the UK. But I think it's just something. It's a very good thing you've highlighted there. So yeah, Miss Zainab, sure, if you do get the chance to watch this video, that's something from JJ Lamin. Just to say to you, putting up the scores is not necessarily a good thing to
I
do.
mean, it's my opinion. I don't know if people else have opinion that better than mine. Perhaps people think that it's best for her to put it up there. But for me, I look at it this way: let people genuinely win it. Whoever deserves it to win it genuinely,
Yeah.
and then you see them up there. Like even myself, when Dean got evicted, I'm saying to myself, why would Dean got evicted and Street Picking don't get, like, you wishing like for Street Picking to be evicted that day because she's already getting herself ready to be evicted, right?
Yes.
Like she was shocked. She was shocked. Even me looking at the TV, I was like, whoa, you know, one contender down. We have one more to go. That was my own saying. We had one more.
Okay.
You know, but again, that's the twist to the show. I'm not part of the executive team of Zainab. I cannot say things to Zainab. I know a few of the crew members, and that's as much as I can go. But the thing is, we're only critiquing the show as much as we're viewers. But I feel like, from my own side, I feel like the percentage needs to stop. Let people who just the same way you put all this what's it called, the music that plays in the background, for people to feel like, okay, like it's a show that you have to understand that it's not a joke no more. Like, people need to work for them to be recognized. Period.
Of course. I totally appreciate that, and I really respect that opinion. So, guys, we're gonna come and bring the show to the end now. It's the last person is just Isha C. Do you want to tell me any advice, or if Zainab does get this video, any kind of advice you'd like to give her to moving forward?
Actually, Jelami, with me, I have no problem with the scores anyway. What I was going to say is, just advise her to continue to be on top of her game, really, especially in terms of security. You know, make sure what has happened with the past things that have happened to come back again to the present or stuff like that, really, to make sure, because it was not really a good thing with the securities and stuff and things like that anyway. Engineers, yeah. So she have to really be on top of her game, making sure that people are not taking advantage of the girls out there.
Absolutely. I think you've reached a very wonderful moment in the show as well, because that really disturbed me equally. I found it really disturbing about the fact that another man was able to get into that building, and it took them so long to have even established that. They could have established that the day actually happened. But weeks down the line, that's when we're looking for the videos to find out what happened. So yeah, Zainab, if you are watching this and you do get the chance to watch this, I think that's something you really need to consider, the safety of those girls. I'm not trying to make it something drama. You know, you got some people on social media talking about safeguarding and all the other malarkey. I doubt it's a case of anything that nobody needs to worry about. But moving forward, the safety of those girls are important. So everybody needs to pay attention to that. And you, if you're not there, you need to make sure you trust people who are there. Now, I just want to quickly end with a little thing that I just wanted to say to you guys, I really, having Jay Lamin, you're supporting Sire, and Aisha P, you're supporting Yaba. I have to say to these two are one of the biggest players in this competition. And I'm looking forward to seeing how much effort you guys are going to be putting in to get these girls to the finish line. I know it's not going to be easy, and I know it's going to be difficult.
Jelamin will be joining us shortly.
So I mean, the same
Now we see we so.
I mean, serious. They said Siri is gonna leave. Have you got any underground information that I don't know? So that's the beautiful Siri. Now the thing about Siri, she's a fantastic model. She's really good for the modeling. I mean, photographically, her and Yaba, they can
And I can see the two of them. They're like friends now.
Yeah, I can see the two of them becoming friends. So that's really looking interesting to see the two of them bonding. That's
Yeah.
really great. Now, guys, I just want to say thank you all for taking the
You're
time to join me today. I'm so grateful. I should see without you, I don't know what I've done. There was like, I thank you all so much, and I really, really appreciate you all being here today.
You're welcome. Look out.
Lamin, I'm going to see you as we come closer to the end. I hope to see your contestants all inside of the finals. And let's make this happen, guys. Let's put Sierra Leone reality TV to the top. So thank you all for joining me. And hopefully I'll see you all at the finish line.
Nasai, thank you for having us. Thank you for having me in the platform, and you're doing an incredible job. Keep doing what you do, and keep being yourself.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have too much of these platforms. I mean, you're one of the people who are kind of like, I see you the other day, I think you put something about her dress. You kind of like explaining how she was dressed and stuff like that. You know, I was kind of like laughing, but obviously I commend you for your work. You know, keep up the good work. Yeah.
Outfit. I thought, oh.
Yeah.
That was the killer punch. She looked good. She looked really good. I love that outfit.
Keep up the work. Thank you
so
for having me.
Thank you so much, guys.
Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Oh my God, we have a wonderful show, guys. It's been absolutely fantastic today. We've had an opportunity to speak to supporters of Yaba and also Sire Maria Masire Kale. As you guys all know, these are the two contestants who are really doing very well in the house. And I'm wishing them all the best as the competition gets tough, as the situation gets, we've got to just keep supporting. And it's my time soon to start voting, guys. I did say I was going to start voting this weekend. So I'm going to start voting this weekend for my favorite girl and sending out my money to Africa so people can vote for this lady. I've got my eye on somebody. I believe this girl is going to take this glory home. I believe it's going to be one of the greatest moments on reality TV for Sierra Leone this week's coming ahead. So anyone, if you haven't watched Big Sister, you need to watch Big Sister. You can see Big Sister on SLBC TV, or you can also go on their YouTube page, or you can go to the Big Sister Facebook fan page, and you can also get all that information there, as well as Housemates AYV. You can also go and watch AYV Housemates, which is available on AYV TV app, and also you can watch on the on their YouTube page as well. So just want to say thank you to everybody who's taking the time to watch. As you can see, I didn't have the fashion disaster today. I do appreciate all of you taking your time to watch me today, and I'm looking forward to as the days go and as the girls come into their selves and we start seeing we start really enjoying the show. Just want to look at a few comments if you've got any comments that have come through, and Alaji Escagbo says voting. Pay attention to your votes because I'm still surprised to see Shatta getting more votes than Dinma and Ayi. Absolutely. Do not rest. Do not go to sleep. This is the time. You got to get your votes in, man. Who is your favorite girl? Who do you want to win the competition? This is the time. Zainab, Sharif and her girls were really getting to the finish line, and it's getting tough. My eye is on a particular lady. I've got my eye on this girl. I think she is going to do good with this $50,000. Do you know what I mean? I think she's going to make a difference in her life for it. And even not just her life, anyone that's going to be around her. Guys, if you haven't got anybody that you're supporting, just want to say hi to Mr. Afiz Mohammed. I've got Miata Lahai who's with us. Just want to say hi to you guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking time to watch. And again, my guest, Mr. J. Lamin, and also Isha C. May God bless you guys for joining us. We look forward to seeing you all again. Next time I'll be going live on Friday. So hopefully there'll be more drama, more to talk about, and we can get stuck in. Thank you all for watching and have a wonderful evening. Take care, guys.